We're back working on a 72 Sportster here. I just got done cleaning all this crap off this bike, so I got it cleaned up. Find out what we got wrong in all this stuff. Anyway, these are the holes we got to fix. All these blown out holes from having silicone up inside the bolt holes. And you can also see how he has failed to put a seal in here. So there's no seal to keep this bike from puking oil into the primary. So that means the motor oil gets mixed in the primary real easy. So this thing's going to build up to about a gallon, and then it'll equalize. Clutch won't like it, but oh well. I guess it's one way of keeping the transmission well lubed. So anyway, I'm going to show you here what I use for tips here. This is our air nozzle here. We go in here and we blow out all these holes right here. So this thing, it goes in there that deep. It actually goes in there about that deep. So this one here only goes in about that deep. So there's a lot of crap in that hole. So all of these are the same way. So there's a couple ways of doing that. You can do it with that, or you can use my drill bit here. So just take a drill chuck out of my milling machine, and just go in here and you can just turn it by hand. Pull out the crap. If you use a drill motor, you might cause issues. So there's a lot of crap down in there. You can't see what it's doing, but it's digging a hole into the silicone. Alright, so once that's done, you swap out your air nozzle. This one's a little bit too big. Just camera down for a minute. Alright, I'm going to go in here and blow out this crap. Where are we at? Hitting the bottom of the hole. Yeah. Hear that? Doesn't have something on the bottom of the hole. You feel silicone. Blew it out. That one's gone. So it's impacted pretty heavily. Get our drill bit out. So you see the crap coming out of here. Some kind of gray sealer stuff. Looks like 3-bond. Stuff hits you in the hand while you're doing this, so you can feel what's coming out. It's going all the way bottom of the hole, but it's all full of crap down here. I'm using a drill like a saw. All down. You can see all the crap that came off. This one you can actually see it. Wow. Right in my face. Big chunks of something hit me. That's what you're doing when you're going all the way down. You go like that. This one has the big hole out the back. If I had a bigger drill, it would work better. Too lazy to go get one though. Hear it blowing out the air out the back in there. Same problem. Anyway, all these holes are the same. So I'm going to clean all these out. You need to watch me do every damn one of them. Like I said, this is missing stuff in here. I think he's got the race in there. He's just missing the seal. He probably took it out. Forgot to put it back in. So, anyway, I'll get this all cleaned up. I got to grind these out right here so I can come back in here and weld these holes up. So we'll go grind this one out first and weld it, and we'll see what it looks like. So that's where we're at. We'll get to that next. Alright, back at this. Got all these holes cleaned out. Right now I'm packing toilet paper in here where all the holes are, so you won't get chips and stuff inside the bearing and tranny and stuff you don't want it to go into. So this hole here doesn't go through. This was your main bearing. Definitely gotta get plugged. These here go through, so I get a couple bolts to go in these right here. This one goes through up in here, so I gotta plug it. I'll plug up the oil hole down to your tranny there. It goes in your counter shaft. I'll put some right here into this for the main shaft. You got another hole down here, and also the whole bottom of this is opened up, so I'll stuff it all to here. So plug that up. And this is why I don't like silicone sealer very much, because you can see all this stringy crap here. See it hangs down everywhere? Guess where all that crap goes? This is called on the inside of your motor, or tranny in this case. Whatever you see on the outside, guess what? It's on the other side. See all this stringy crap running through your motor and tranny, and it's not very good in there. That's why I don't use it. Silicone doesn't really chew up too much. It likes to stay in pieces. Other sealers like 3-Bond or Yamabond and the other names are the same great crap. It kind of breaks up and dissipates and goes away, so it doesn't cause the same problems. So anyway, that's one of the tips. Don't use that crap. So anyway, just going to go ahead and pull, I got a roll of toilet paper here. Just pull off a little bit of it and start packing it in. Stuff it in there pretty good. We'll be blowing air all over the place, so we don't want to have it coming out. You can also use a screwdriver to do this if you want. Just jam it in there real good. Don't jam it all the way through though, because then it'll be hard to get out. Let's see. So I'll take a little small piece right here. When you get this stuff out, we use a little pick and stuff like that to get everything out of there. Stuff that under there. One more piece up in here. If you have an electric starter, you got to pack it up under in here, because all of this is hollow up here under electric start, and it'll leak get up inside of all that mechanism. You can actually put a towel or rag up in that area. It'll keep a lot of that from coming out. So, anyway, that's how you do all this. Take a little preventive maintenance here, and it saves a lot of work down the road. You're going to clean all this crap out. You get to pull your tranny apart. Now, granted, it doesn't take much to pull this tranny out right now. But if I did that, I'd be opening up another can of worms that I probably don't want to get into. Unless the customer wants me to fix everything. Because you know it's going to look like the rest of the spike. It'll be the same. So, Anyway, that's how we do this here. So now when I start grinding this all out, chips are going all over around in this place, we'll be alright. So, there's a little hole right there, but oh well. Alright, so I'll give me a couple bolts right here, and we'll be ready to grind. Okay, these are the tools we're going to use here for grinding out all these batteries right here. Got that one there. You got that nice big one up under there. We got this one right here that hasn't been broken out all the way yet. So you just take a screwdriver and, oops, it fell out. So that's the piece there that fell out. Isn't much holding it in there anyway. So we're working that. All that stuff blowing out of there. Get up here where you can see better. So that hole is now opened way up. So we'll grind that out a little bit too. So those ones we have to fix. These ones here are JB welded. Once we see how the other ones weld, if they want to weld halfway decent, I'll probably go ahead and cut these out and weld these up too. Of course, this toilet paper will catch on fire, but after we do all the grinding, we take the toilet paper out or let it burn. Doesn't matter. So anyway, that's how you do it. Like I said, we got 4 different grinders here. A little small one here is for getting down inside the hole. You gotta go ahead and get all these threads out that are down in there. If you don't get all those threads out, the welder doesn't want to weld. So you want to get clean metal. If you get clean metal, the weld welds real easy. If you're trying to weld over threads and shit and dirt, crap, then it doesn't work. These bigger ones here are for hogging these out. Depending on how much metal you need to take out. We've got different size ones here for different holes. I'm going to go ahead and use this one for now. Fits the hole about what I want to do. Try to keep the minimum amount of cutting. Just got to cut enough to get it out. So we get in there and weld it. And these are real coarse cutters, so they don't plug up too bad. This here's a little fine one. You can see how it gets kind of plugged up already. Whoop, where'd the film go? So anyway, we'll clean that out. What I use, this is a MIG tip dip. It's supposed to keep the welding splatter out of your MIG gun. This works really good for just dipping these in here and keeps your bits from getting plugged up too. I used to use Johnson's paste wax too, but that's a bit hard to come by these days. Every welder's got this crap laying around, so it's easy to come by. You can use oil and ATF and stuff like that, WD-40, it all kind of works. But the tip dip's a little bit thicker and holds a little bit better for me. So anyway, I'm going to start grinding on these now, so can't do it with one hand, so we'll show you that when I'm done. Alright, we got this hole all ground out right now. You can see how it's got clean metal all the way through it. So we're going to try to weld that up next. We'll make sure we weld it above the height of this curve. And try to keep this as flat as we can out here, not dimpled, but slightly out if we have to. But try not to weld the whole damn gasket area up. It's really hard to flatten this stuff out when you're on the bike. Anyway, I'm going to use my acetylene torch here to go ahead and heat the motor up a little bit, preheat it. You got to make sure you do not heat in one spot very much, because you will break the case if you do. It'll stress crack. So if you only heat this area right here to warm up where you're going to weld, it can split the case right up through the cylinders, come out this side, split through here, just wherever you stress crack. You can stress crack right through the main bearing here too. So you want to try to heat the motor up evenly as much as you can. One disadvantage, we already put toilet paper in here, so you can't heat this area. You got to heat on the outside a little bit. If you burn the paper, you get to re-put it back in. So one thing I do to keep away from the wiring and stuff is make a heat shield. Piece of steel, stainless, copper, whatever you want to use. Got these oil lines right here that we want to get into, so we just go like this, and we can now heat up around that case area without burning up our oil lines. So just make some little shields like stuff like that, and that'll take care of the problem, at least most of it. Worst case is you have to replace an oil line if you cook it too far. So anyway, I can't show you while I'm doing all this, so you'll see when I'm done.